Excuse me? You wanna jump around like a fucking ant? Go outside. You fucking idiot. That's all you want, you fucking ignorant. Go back to your fucking country.
I knew it was coming. Yeah, I knew it was coming.
Fuck alien. Do what you do best, suck a dick.
Oh, you're doing my way.
Again.
Do like 2 more, it's fine. 1 more. There you go.
Hurting me.
Bro, what's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
What did I do to you?
What is wrong with you?
Can you call security? What the fuck?
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
He's just working.
Fuck out of here.
We're just working out. That's your problem. We're next to you, just working out.
What? What? It's not funny no more, right? Stop. Go. It's not funny no more, right? Asshole. You can't fucking take it, then don't throw it, bitch.
You guys, if you listen closely, she actually says you fucking Indian, not alien.
Do what you do best, suck a dick.
I knew it was going.
Fuck alien. Do what you do best, suck a dick.
Let's play that back again.
Yeah, I knew it was going.
Fuck alien. Do what you do best, suck a dick.
Saw this video yesterday, or I don't know if it was yesterday, last night, the other day, the other night, whatever, of this Puerto Rican woman, or whatever she is. I saw in the comments, because I also saw it on TikTok. That's how I downloaded the video. They were saying her name is Janet Curry, or Jeanette Curry. Now, she may be married, or she could be half Caribbean, Latina, and some like black or white. But just judging by the way she speaks, she sounds like she's just full Caribbean. But then again, you got people like Cardi B, she's half Dominican, and she just sounds like she's full-blooded Dominican in how she speaks. If you're raised with that culture, then I'm guessing you're going to speak like them more, even if you're half something else. But chances are she's married to somebody with the name Curry. And it makes me think of somebody like Stephen Curry or Stephen Curry, the basketball player, who's black. So she could be married to a black guy or a white guy, but I can't imagine a white guy would want to be with someone like her. Just how she acts, like ghetto, like hood rat, ratchet. And so, I don't know. I just, people just seem to be as confused as to what her ethnicity was in comments, but I think it's pretty obvious. Like, I don't even live on the East Coast, never even been there, but just judging by the media, how they speak, it's like pretty obvious that she's from the East Coast. Like, this occurred in New Jersey, and then there's a lot of them out there, the Islanders, and they tend to look this way, which is clearly a mulata. You can tell by her face. So people are saying she was Cuban, but you've seen her Facebook. Others who have seen her Facebook before she probably took it down, because I couldn't find it. I put Janet and Jeanette Curry. They said that she put that she's Puerto Rican. So that comes as no surprise, because these people, they have a lot of arrogance, and it's mostly because of their automatic citizenship that has them thinking they can bully other Latino groups like that. And what I found surprising was that people not within the Latino community think that we can't be racist toward each other. And they were like, I don't understand why people are calling her racist. She has a Hispanic accent. Like, you do know that people in the United States, we all speak English, right? Everybody from the United States. And we're different colors, we're different races, phenotypes. Does that mean we can't be racist just because we speak the same language? Because that's basically what it sounds like. It's a big misconception.
I've been here 6 years, going on 7, and that house behind me has a young kid who is harassing me. He hacked into my Wi-Fi. He has his little local friends coming to my house, standing in front of my photos, pretending to me, just so that they can build illusions. This house behind me.
And I guess my point in making the video was to just point out a few things that I noticed, like others within the community don't want to point out, but it's how there can be racism with, well, I'm pretty sure it's been talked about, but I don't know, there still seems to be confusion outside the community. And people think like when they see, you got videos like this where they're trying to out the person who's caught being racist. The people in the comments at least don't seem to understand why it's considered racism, because they think like, oh, you guys are all Latino and I don't see how it's racist. Like you do understand she could be Puerto Rican, right? Or even if she wasn't, like let's say she's Dominican or Cuban, she's one of those. You can tell by her face and how she speaks and everything. She's a different race from us. So what about that don't you understand? You can tell she's not Mexican by looking at her. She doesn't have that look of an indigenous person or mestiza, like a Selena Gomez type or Selena. She doesn't look like that. She actually looks black to me. If I'm being honest, she looks like a light-skinned black woman, but she just has an accent and kind of similar to Cardi B. And Cardi B's sister, Hennessy Carolina, they have that black look to them. But, people, if they saw them, they would probably think they were black until they hear them speak. But they tend to be very racist towards Latinos that got indigenous blood. That's why in the video, if you listen closely, she's not calling her an alien. She's calling her an Indian. She says, you fucking Indian. And she says it as like a slur to offend her. Just like when people, they use Mexican as a slur too, because they think that that's an insult to be Mexican or to be indigenous. It just needs to be called out because these are the same people. These are the same people that they want to act like Mexicans and Central Americans are racist toward them. And they try to act like we're all anti-black, or like imagine if it was the other way around and this took place in Southern California where there's more of us than them, way more of us than them. And she, like, let's say the Mexican or Chicana was like antagonizing her or someone like her who's Puerto Rican and looks black, and calling them negra or, calling them disparaging terms because of her race. Because we can tell how she looks that, she might think she's white, but we can tell she's not. I mean, you might have light skin, but you're definitely not white, honey. We can see your nose, your lips, your forehead, everything. You look West African in your face. So I don't know, just the same way you can tell when somebody's indigenous too. It don't matter how light their skin is. The features don't lie, sweetie. So anyway, imagine if it was us calling her names like that, and they would be calling us racist, right? Like they always try to do and say that we're racist toward black people or Afro-Latinos. And so I just think it's people like to ignore it when it's in reverse, when they're being anti-indigenous, which you don't hear a lot, but it is a thing. And people don't even seem to be aware a lot of the time that the reason a lot of people do not like Mexicans and Central Americans is because of our indigenous blood. They wouldn't treat a Mexican that looks like Thalia that way, or Luis Miguel, or any Mexican that has mostly European blood or has like a phenotype of a European. They wouldn't treat them that way. They tend to target those with more quote unquote Indian blood, American Indian blood. So I just thought other people who would come across this video, because I'm pretty sure we all know that within the community, even if it's not talked about comfortably, others should know about it too.
What? What? It's not funny no more, right? What's up? Go. It's not funny no more, right?
I would have been like, what, bitch? Got the wrong Aztec today, you albino looking bitch. Bald-headed ass fucking granny. Hit that ugly bitch with a dumbbell. Self-defense, right? Bad etiquette in the gym for sure. Joey Swole needs to get on this bitch. You need to mind your business. Do better. Ho. And you know, the only reason she was fucking with them was because they were younger. Especially the friend who's from Brazil, because I looked at her TikTok, the name right there, Pietra Nunez. She's from Brazil. I don't know about her friend. She could be Mexican, Central American, or even Bolivian descent, Peruvian. She could Venezuelan even. She could be anything. There's indigenous blood in all those countries. So, um, and she was clearly a masculine ass bitch, like a lot of masculine energy, hood rat. And these girls, young ladies, they seem to be like the more feminine type, more, lower blood pressure than her. She seems to have very high blood pressure and angry, violent, hostile. I don't know if it's innate or what, or a cultural thing, but they don't behave that way, even though they could have jumped her old ass because she looked like she was in her 50s. And that, I don't believe that would be elderly abuse because I believe you have to be 65 and older to be considered an elder or a senior citizen. But she looks like she's in her 50s, though. And she's balding for sure. If you look at her hair, she thinks she's white, but she thinks she's like a hood type of white Latina. But she dyed her hair blonde, and half of it's missing on top of her scalp. But she's clearly, yeah, like I said, she's biracial, triracial, Mulata. I think she's superior to indigenous people or Latinos with brown skin like them. And it's very much racist. So I don't care if what I'm saying is racist because, you want to give it or dish it, you got to be able to take it. And she was trying to notice, like, in the video, she's trying to make it seem like they attacked her first. Because notice she's like, oh, if you can throw it, but you can't take it. Like, bitch, they got you on video throwing the fucking water at her, at the friend who you seem to have a lot of animosity towards. Um, the more indigenous looking one, she didn't even really seem to care about the Brazilian girl, but she was definitely, she wanted smoke with the indigenous woman, the one that she threw the water at. But, if it was like, they're younger women, but if this was like in SoCal, if it was in SoCal and, it wasn't like young ladies she was messing with, and it was like old school cholas from like East LA or parts of like the LA suburbs and the valley, yeah, they most definitely would have fucked this bitch up. It's like she's lucky she got the right ones that she could act that way towards. But I'm kind of glad when I still come across women like that in our community who are like, chingona types and big shit. And because you got people like her thinking that they can intimidate our people, our community. I don't know who gave them that idea, but they seem to think that none of us can speak English, that none of us are from here. And those are the ones that they deem to be most vulnerable. And they try to talk to me like that too, even here, when they think that you don't know English or you don't have rights and they try to dehumanize you. All kinds of people, different races. It's not only white people who act like that. So, at least we were already here. We didn't have to be brought here to this continent. If you know, you know. But, and we have a rich history and culture, our original culture, not just the colonial one. Just to clarify which Indian she meant not South Asian, because in the beginning, from one of the channels that I saw, somebody recanted the story. I think even the woman that uploaded it, she recanted what happened in the caption, and she basically said, and then she told it with her own words in another video, a live video. She said that she was calling them names and saying stuff in Spanish, like insulting them, calling her friend fat in Spanish. And so she knew they were Latina. So just to be clear, if you're thinking, oh, what if she thought they were Indian from India? Like, nope, she was saying India. She was saying like India, like when you Indian, basically. She didn't even say it in Spanish. She said the word Indian. I heard her. And I guess they thought she was calling them alien because maybe people always throw that word around at them. But that's not what I heard. I put the phone up to my ear and everything. This bitch is calling them an Indian, and she thinks it's an insult. That's the funny part. But that these are the same people, the ones, the Caribbeans, they like to say that they're Taino Indians. But like, so what makes you think you can look down on people who actually have a lot of indigenous blood in us, not just a little bit? Like, you guys don't even really have that much Indian blood in you. You got mostly black and Spanish blood in you. Can't fool anybody. You don't look like us. You don't have the native phenotype for the most part, so you're not fooling us. A little bit don't compare to ours. Just like this one bitch was arguing with me in comments, trying to say that we have the same amount of indigenous blood as them. That's a laugh. You look at the average Mexican American, we're going to have a native appearance to us in some way. And I mean the average, not all. But when I lived in Arizona, they were always asking me what tribe I was. And I have Apache in me, so as I say, that's double native. Nothing to be ashamed of. We were the first ones here. We have a beautiful culture. So I don't know who you think you're insulting, but you're not insulting those of us with pride, because this bitch is clearly, she's projecting her insecurities onto others because she has a fucking problem with who she is. That's why she's got to dye her fucking hair blonde. Well, anyway, this is why I find it hard to support Bad Bunny. The artist, like everything going on with him, like let them handle that. The Caribbeans, like I said, that's not our issue. When they're fucking with us, then we speak up, because they never like seem to back us up, and they never want to be associated with us. They always get offended when someone thinks they're Mexican. All of them, so fuck them.